Good morning, dear students. In today's lecture, we will be studying the functions of Intrapreneur. Prior to actually starting the functions, let's take a revision of some of the points which we have previously discussed. In previous few lectures, we have gone through the concept of Intrapreneur. Then we had discussed some characteristics. We have discussed some definitions given by thinkers. Then we have gone through the classifications of entrepreneur. Then we have gone through the qualities of entrepreneur. Now let's summarize these lectures. What is the summary of all these lectures? Yes, we have studied here who is an entrepreneur. So, who is an entrepreneur? Yes, a person who sets up a business or businesses, taking on financial risk in the hope of profit. He is someone who starts their business on their own, especially when this involves seeing a new opportunity, a person who attempts to make a profit by starting a company or by operating alone in the business world, especially when it involves taking risk. Also, he is someone who makes money by starting their own business, especially when this involves seeing a new opportunity and taking risk. So, this person, that is the entrepreneur, what he does, yes, especially he sees risk as well as opportunity into anything which comes before him. So, he is supposed to convert that risk into an opportunity and that opportunity into profit or money for his enterprise. For this, he uses three types. First one, he uses internet or e-commerce. He can deal with the property, retail or technology, or he can use his talent totally for grasping the opportunities or converting that opportunities into strength of his organization. Now this person has consistently urged aspiring entrepreneurs to look for large market opportunities. It is his ability and readiness to develop, organize, and run a business enterprise along with any of its uncertainties in order to make a profit. The most prominent example of entrepreneurship is starting of new businesses. In economics, entrepreneurship is connected with land, labor, resources, and capital. And by connecting all these factors of production, that is land, labor, capital, and he himself, by connecting all these other factors of production, he generates good amount of profit. The entrepreneurial vision is defined by discovery and risk taking and is an indispensable part of the nation's capacity to succeed in an ever-changing and more competitive global marketplace. The entrepreneur is defined as someone who has the ability and desire to establish, administer, and succeed in a startup venture along with risk entitled to it to make profit. The best example of entrepreneur itself is to start a new business venture. The entrepreneurs are well known as a source of new ideas, or they are called as innovators, as they bring new ideas in the market by replacing old with new invention. It can be classified at home business or it can be multinational companies. So this person, that is entrepreneur, he combines other resources made available to him He combines or he establishes a new combination of all these resources so that his enterprise will be benefiting. So, in a nutshell, anyone who has the will and determination to start a new company and deal with all types of risk that go or that are a part of his entrepreneur or part of his enterprise, he is willing to take it, he is willing to convert it into a fruitful opportunity, which in turn leads him towards the reward called as profit. With this, we had studied some characteristics of entrepreneur. This person is known for his risk-taking ability. Whenever he starts any new venture, yes, a new venture involves considerable amount of failure. The failure itself is the risk. Therefore, an entrepreneur needs to be courageous. He should always be devoted and he should be able to evaluate and take risk, which is an essential part of being an entrepreneur. Then he is known for his innovation. He should be highly innovative so that he can generate new ideas, he can start a company and earn profit out of it. He changes the vision. He changes the vision of the society by launching a new product that is totally new to the market. Means he uses his thinking power or he uses his thinking ability to generate something which is more efficient and economic. He has good visionary and he has also a good leadership quality. His vision is always clear related to his venture. However, he turns that into a reality. He invests a lot of resources and employees. He uses his leadership quality at full extent and he guides his employees towards the right path of success. He is an open-minded person. In every circumstances, he sees profit or opportunity into it, and what he does is he utilizes all the resources available with him to the fullest extent. Then he is flexible. Now, changes they do happen into short run as well as long run. So if as an entrepreneur you wish to be at the top, then surely you should be flexible. Then he knows his product very well. Means what he does, he produces something which is latest, which is decent, which is different from other entrepreneurs, so that he can have a successful move into the market. Then let's see what are the functions. First of all, before starting the functions of entrepreneur, let's see what is the meaning of the term function. Yes, what function means? Yes, it is an activity that is natural to or purpose of a person or a thing. Means why a particular person does those activities. Okay, that all is involved into functions. In the same way, functions of entrepreneurs means what are the activities which this person is supposed to take, or what are the activities which this person is supposed to perform when he is an entrepreneur, or if he wants to be a successful entrepreneur. First of all, risk assumption. Risk, which is a part and parcel of his life. Okay, whenever he selects this as a career option, whenever he thinks that he should be a entrepreneur, at that time itself he is supposed to accept risk and uncertainty. Risk taking is somewhere related to his profession. Entrepreneur takes the risk for his new enterprise or for his new venture. For innovative actions in the field of production technology, for new products in a volatile market, and new raw materials used in production. For these things means this person, this entrepreneur, he's supposed to take innovative actions in the field of production of new products. He should be highly efficient to utilize new technologies for completing the production activity. Then any raw material or the raw materials which are made available to him, he should be able to convert those into a good finished product, a good product. So whenever he is made available with the raw materials or other resources, he should be able to convert those resources to the fullest extent. So that itself is the risk. Then moreover, it also takes the risk against theft. Means this person is supposed to also think about the theft, robbery, snatching, or he can have losses due to these reasons also. So whenever he is a new entrepreneur, he should take risk related to all these things, that is theft and all those things. Or he should also consider the raw materials, the resources, adequacy of raw materials, adequacy of resources. Okay, and whatsoever is available to him, he should utilize it at the fullest extent. So this is one of the major function of entrepreneur in developing countries. Okay, this person should always be able to take the risk, bear the risk. Then the second function is decision making function. Decision making, entrepreneur does the initiative. Therefore, he is supposed to do, or he is supposed to decide multivariate issues that affect new ventures. Entrepreneurship, or the entrepreneur himself, has to decide upon equipment to be used, the quality, the price, the variations, the deficiency, capital structure, the feasibility of the project, organizational structure, philosophy of management, etc., that will guide, run, and prosper the new venture or distinct attempt for entrepreneurship. Then, as an entrepreneur, from the very inception, from the very initial stage of the business and throughout its development, and entrepreneurs take decisions at various stages. Decisions regarding the nature and type of good to be produced, the location of the business, the market where he will be selling his goods. Such type of decisions, they are timely to be taken by him, because timely decision making is very important when he is at the initial stage, or whenever he want to edge the competition which he is facing, or whenever he want to break the competition and want to have a successful or a good position in the market, or he thinks that he should have competitive advantage, then he is supposed to do all these things. So for succeeding, he should always be good at decision making. So this is one of the function which the entrepreneur is supposed to perform. Then managerial function. The entrepreneurs, they are supposed to perform managerial functions in access to entrepreneurial duties, right from the formulation of production plan, arrangement of finances, purchasing of raw material, supply and production activity, organization of sales and marketing, work supervision and tasks relating to personnel management. This person is supposed to be multifaceted. He is supposed to perform all the managerial function. Even the entrepreneurs perform several managerial roles to keep their venture functioning with the success. The roles are interpersonal roles that consist of a figurehead role, leadership role, liaison role, information role that include recipient role, disseminator role, and the spokesperson role. Decisional roles that consist of an entrepreneurial role, disturbance handler role, resource allocator role, and the negotiator role. These all roles are to be performed by the single person who is the owner of that enterprise, whom we call as entrepreneur. The entrepreneur also does the associated managerial functions such as planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. All these functions are also performed by the single person who is the owner of the enterprise, that is entrepreneur. Then it is innovation. Innovation is another function which this person is supposed to perform. Innovation. Entrepreneurship involves, or entrepreneur innovates a new production process or technology, market, sources of new materials, management, strategy or technique, investment opportunity, etc. Schumpeter says that these are the fundamental characteristics of entrepreneur. Schumpeter has called an entrepreneur as innovator. Entrepreneur introduces far-reaching improvements in the quantity and quality of production. Entrepreneur injects dynamism and tries to bring something new and useful in the production and services so that the level of customer satisfaction will increase. Innovations are always market driven. Innovation is creative means to add new utilities to existing situations or products. Entrepreneurship through innovation creates innovative products or operations for human society. So, the entrepreneur locates the most feasible opportunity for the venture as well as improved or distinct technology that gives competitive advantages or new opportunity to prosperity. So overall, this entrepreneur is supposed to do something which is new to the market, new to the customer, which will always give him an edge over the competition which currently he is facing from the market or other competitors. If he wants to lead, if he wants to always succeed, if he always want to be at the first position, surely innovation is only the option before him, and he should be known for his innovations. Okay, he should be able to convert every opportunity into innovations, every challenge into opportunity strength. Then through his innovation itself, he should be a leader, and Through his innovations, others should always imbibe or follow him. They should imitate him. So such type of innovation should be introduced by this person. Then leadership. Leadership is another function which this person is supposed to perform. Entrepreneur is supposed to perform this unique function which provides our civilization with a wide variety of products, ways of actions, production techniques, etc. Leadership involves direction, motivation, coordination, and control. A leader sets out the goals, clarifies the path to these goals, and motivates the subordinates to accomplish these goals. A good leader has a great influence and total control on his followers. Overall, entrepreneurship is a proactive activity that takes such actions which others can't even pursue. This unique function of entrepreneurship provides our civilization with wide variety of products, ways of actions, production techniques, etc. So this person, he takes initiative so that he can succeed into the economy. Then the another function which this person is supposed to perform is business planning. Planning is a process of advanced thinking what, how, where, and when to do certain activities. It is a blueprint for future actions. Now, when this person thinks of an idea of starting a business or enterprise, he has the full potential and a complete plan for its conception and development. This person prepares an action plan and executes it strictly. By establishment of a new enterprise, by launching of a new product, by entering into a new market, and by expansion of existing business, he shows his plan and how it is properly scheduled. The element of uncertainty and risk is reduced due to proper planning. He should be knowing the blueprint for future actions. So, if he very well plans, then surely he leads the market. Then another function of entrepreneur is organizing. Organizing here means organizing the resources. Organizing entails identify those resources that are required to transform a particular idea into reality. The resources include human and non-human resources. Organizing in entrepreneurship will always increase productivity, promote new ventures, distribute and supervise work and responsibility, and will remove barriers to work. In organizing, this person is supposed to identify the resources which are required to complete the production activity, and this person is required to collect all these resources at a location so that he can initiate the production activity. Entrepreneurship thus is the tapping tool for assuming indigenous skills and resources for the productive purpose. Means what he does, he establishes a combinations of this resources, or he establishes a new combination, or he generates a link, or he establishes the link between all these resources so that his production activity will be a successful production activity and he can always enjoy profit as a reward. Then another function of entrepreneur is management. In management, what is done? Yes, an entrepreneur has to manage the activities. He is supposed to effectively manage his business or enterprise in an effective manner, in which he is supposed to plan, coordinate, control all the activities which are a part of his production activity or which are part of his enterprise. He is supposed to achieve the business goals through his management skill itself. Means he is supposed to perform the functions of management and effectively get the work done through the resources which are hired into his enterprise. With this, there are certain other functions which this person is supposed to perform. First of all, identifying opportunities and prospects. Entrepreneur searches those activities which have certain value, that have economic and social contribution. He identifies new opportunities in the socio-economic area which moves or which directs his business towards profitable prospects. Therefore, entrepreneurs are called searchers of hopes into blind spots, and this function always proves him to be distinct from the society. Then he is supposed to have technology transfer and adoption. Entrepreneur throughout the world brings invented technology. What he does is he collects the best technology and as per his location or as per his local condition or the conditions which are prevailing in his society, what he does is he is required to do adjustments into the technology, or he can do certain modifications into the technology and adopt it for producing goods, producing products through his enterprise. The technology whichever he uses into his production activity should always aim at reducing the cost and wastage of resources. Then he takes the social responsibility. Whenever he innovates technology, somehow he promotes human efforts. It starts with closed industries with innovative managerial strategies and techniques. He motivates new entrepreneur and attracts them to engage into an entrepreneurial venture. Through his entrepreneurship, he provides new products or ideas that give diversity and momentum into the society. Entrepreneur performs social responsibility that protects the welfare, benefit, and economic gain of the society. The entrepreneur promotes the community standard by providing jobs and amenities. With this, he establishes the public relations. As a new venture, this person is required to accept, or he is required to have a social acceptance by the regulatory bodies and public at large, the government as the persons, and the public should be convinced with the idea or the product which he is generating through his enterprise. It should not harm the health or it should not harm the society at large. Then, experience sharing. This entrepreneur is supposed to spread entrepreneurship into the society. How he can do this? He can share his success stories. He can hold certain workshops, industrial visits, through which the potential entrepreneurs or the individuals who are part of the society, they will be inspired. They will adapt themselves in such a way that they will choose this as a career opportunity, because in turn somewhere entrepreneurship contributes towards economic development. Then balanced economic development. Entrepreneurs make it possible by establishing business ventures in various parts of the country. Yes, whenever they establish business ventures in various parts of the country or various parts in the society, yes, if you establish a new business or new enterprise, you give employment opportunities to many of the human resources. In turn, somewhere the unemployment problem which is prevailing into our country, they try to overcome it by providing certain employment opportunities. So, these were certain functions of entrepreneurs. Means, as an entrepreneur, as a person who has incorporated the business, who has initiated the business, he's supposed to perform all these things. He's supposed to be a person who will be doing innovation, who will take initiative, who will finalize the decision at time, who will accept risk, who will start the venture, provide employment opportunities, motivate other individuals who are a part of society, who will shoulder the social responsibility, who will do business planning, who will do organization of resources, who will establish a link between the resources, who will adopt new technology, who will do something or produce some good or product which will be benefiting the society at large, who will foster autonomy by inventing something new, having value by application of devoted efforts and time. Okay, these are all the functions which this person is supposed to perform when he establishes his enterprise. With this, we conclude today's lecture. Thank you.